Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another part of the pros and cons series. Today we're going to be doing the pros and cons of the devotion. This is a series where I do my best to tell you the pros and cons of any weapon in this game, or maybe in any other game. I don't know if I'll branch it out, but I do my best to tell you the pros and cons of any weapon in this game from my point of view. So, like, what I personally think are the pros of a weapon, and what I personally think are the cons of a weapon. And if you see me potatoing, it's because I am trying to get used to a new sense. As you can see, it's very quick. I'm trying to get used to this 7.6. I don't know if I'll keep it, or I'll like put it back to my old ones. But if you see me potato with it, I'm trying to get used to a new sense. So we're gonna start off with the pros. The pros of the devotion. One of the good pros of the devotion is obviously the fire rate. Even without the turbocharger, actually, hold on. Sorry, my controller has stick drift, hold on. There we go. So one of the pros of the devotion is the fire rate. And here. Over here. As you can see, it has a very high fire rate. And also the mag size. In a sense, the mag size, because the mag is decently big. And also the damage. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. So, the devotion is a good weapon for both, in my opinion, barrel stuffing and range. If you can get good with the devotion, like really good with it, say it's your favorite gun, and if you can get really good with it, this gun can be really good at range. I'm not going to try to beam at range because I am getting used to this new sense and I'm not going to be able to hit anything. But, like, this gun has virtually no side-to-side recoil. At least it feels like it. Here, let me see.
It's go time.
Let me see. Let's see. So for the first initial bit, you have to like yank down to the right and then yank down to the left, and then yeah, just keep yanking down to the left. So. Okay, that's me trying my best to control it. Now, the devotion, in my opinion, has really low recoil, but I do have the mods to make it very good, or attachments rather, to make it very good. The devotion, in my opinion, has very low recoil. It's really easily controllable, does a lot of damage, has a really high fire rate. Like, the fire rate is, in my opinion, is almost on par with the bow. Here, let me see. It's faster than the Volt, actually. Fire rate's faster than the Volt. Hold on. So, the pros about the devotion are going to be its fire rate, its damage, its pretty low recoil in my opinion, and its beaming capabilities at a range. Now, the cons of the devotion. For the cons, this is kind of gonna sound dumb, but say you're loading into a game and you drop in and you land on a fresh devotion and you say, hey, I'm gonna use the devotion the whole game. If you can't find a turbocharger, trying to barrel stuff with this gun is not going to be as effective, because this is a spool without the barrel charger, or I'm stupid, turbocharger. And this is the spool with it. Hold on. This is the spool with it. You can tell the difference. So the devotion without a turbocharger, in my opinion, is a little bit worse. Not really like significantly worse, but it's noticeable. Also, the devotion with no attachments is kinda here. I'll take off the stabe. Let's do a devotion with a sight. That's me trying my best to control the recoil. Okay, the horizontal is a lot more noticeable without attachments. So the devotion without attachments is pretty bad. It's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. There's definitely worse guns for having no attachments, but it's significantly worse. Also, the devotion as I said, the devotion with attachments is pretty decent for beaming someone at a range if you know how to control it, but without it, here, I'll try my best to beam this target dummy with attachments. If I can get into a spot where I'm not moving. Controller, stop. 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 Oh my god. Controller, please stop. I'm trying to record here. Dude, this isn't even me. There. We'll do it from here. As you can see, it's quite pitiful. Because I'm not used to this sense yet, but... That's me with attachments. Oh god, without attachments, it's gonna be... Screw it. Without attachments. We'll do it without sight too. Why not? Sensitivity is still really weird for me. Okay, without attachments, it isn't like extremely bad, but it's definitely a noticeable difference. So, another con of the devotion. So the cons of the devotion are obviously going to be, it's not as good without the turbocharger. A devotion without attachments is kind of bad. Pretty bad, in my opinion. Devotion, obviously, without attachments at a range is also bad. So the pros are going to be the, with attachments, the low recoil. Pretty low recoil, like, yeah, pretty low recoil. The little to no side-to-side recoil, at least with attachments. The turbocharger obviously being a big plus, helping the devotion a lot. And the overall damage and fire rate. The cons of the weapon are going to be that without attachments, the weapon's range suffers drastically. The weapon's, what's it called? Horizontal recoil also suffers drastically. Without a turbocharger, the devotion is still, like, decent, but it's not, it's definitely not at its full potential. And without any attachments, it's really hard to beam someone at a range. So I hope you guys were able to understand this video. I hope this video helped somewhat. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.